This is Timothy Hartwell with Destiny Seminars. Today, I want to talk to you about essential leadership skills in the new economy. As leaders, it is essential that we recognize with the reshaping of today's economy, combined with the approaches of today's workforce, presents today's managers and leaders with many challenges, which also leads to tremendous opportunity. And I want to be an encouragement to you in this. In this new economy, you as a leader have the opportunity to rise above these challenges and emerge on the forefront as one who garners more respect and cooperation than many of your counterparts, thereby raising organizational community of productivity. This positions you to get more done with less effort and with a greater level of cooperation than ever before. You might be wondering, how can this be accomplished in the rapidly changing business landscape you're now faced with on a day-to-day basis? As a result, new challenges present themselves to the most seasoned managers and leaders, as well as less experienced management players. Part of the challenge is an acclimation to a workforce that thinks and behaves differently as one generation transitions in and another one phases out. Have you noticed the differences in the generations? There are certain things we need to come to understand as leaders regarding instilling values and respecting differences in both our workforce and customer personalities. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. Gone are the days of the dictatorial style of leadership. When you attempt to make demands of your staff rather than coach them toward your vision, the result oftentimes is defiance and total disaster, as well as fragmented teams. As an example, if you were to dictate to your team what tools they will use to complete a project and which people would do what task, rather than gain input from them as to which tools they feel work best and enable them to take personal responsibility for various areas of the project themselves, you might lose trust and create resentment. This often leads to disjointed and dysfunctional teams. Consider this frustrating fact. According to a survey conducted by a global talent organization and published in June of 2011, only 38% of leaders believe that the development they receive is effective, and globally only 18% of HR professionals believe their organization has the leadership bench strength it needs to meet future business challenges. This presents a huge opportunity for you as a leader concerned with growing your business and being more effective. The way we develop leaders and ultimately our people has to change, which is central to what I want to talk to you about. So how do you transform your leadership style to meet the ever-changing demands of the marketplace? I want to provide you with 3 things that you can implement immediately to lead more effectively with less resistance. I'm going to tell you what they are, and then we're going to run through each of them briefly. You're going to know this is for you if you're looking for ways to challenge and support your team while creating a positive atmosphere for high achievement. Or if you've faced different generational differences on the team and want to know what the worker of today expects, then you'll know this is for you. So here we go. 3 things that you can implement immediately to lead more effectively with less resistance. The first thing is that you must be passionate about your purpose. The second thing, a leader who shares their vision. And then thirdly, commitment to coaching with authenticity. So let's go through each one of these individually. The first thing that we mentioned was passionate about your purpose. You must show passion about your daily tasks and responsibilities. It's important that leaders express a passion for their vision in order to get others engaged in fulfilling the purpose of that vision. Here's where this statement becomes relevant. Organizations with effective management cultures are said to be more than 2.5 times more likely to have highly passionate leaders. And smaller organizations are more likely to convey the purpose and passion of a vision that they carry. What works well in expression of the passion for a vision is for larger organizations to break it down into smaller teams and think like small organizations. There is a way that works in doing this. Here is an example. Think of large organizations like ASTD or PMI that have certain chapters with unique vision, yet they're unified in the larger vision of the organization. Another example is how some large churches become seemingly smaller because of the many home groups that meet on a regular basis. The second point, a leader who shares their vision and values. Increasingly, people want a leader that clearly shares their vision. Research has shown that only about 4% of leaders are strategists. When leaders exercise their strategic style and share their strategy for achieving a vision, they are better able to encourage both personal and organizational transformation. The last point, the third one, is a commitment to coaching with authenticity. What your top performers and staff want is a confident, socially minded, self-aware coach acting out of integrity. A motivator that is strong but can empathize. And they want that so that they can set their own milestones and so they can track their progress against the progress of a larger vision. This requires a commitment by the leader to get to know the team while exercising a degree of transparency themselves. Transparency is a huge key that I want you to grasp a hold of. Strong managers and leaders need to commit to mentor their very best people in order to achieve the next level of performance. So those are 3 huge low-cost or no-cost opportunities for managers that you can take today to impact performance and drive productivity. If you will commit to implementing these simple yet powerful ideas, you'll be on your way to building a cohesive team that will help you champion your ideas. Now, I want you to write this next point down because this is very important that you grasp this. You see, it's not enough to say that I will commit to a better vision. I must commit to live that vision so others will want to follow. Oh, that is so powerful. I'm going to say that again because I want you to grab a hold of this concept. It is not enough to say that I will commit to a better vision. I must commit to live the vision so others will want to follow. And that is how you can make a huge difference in your organization, but you've got to take action and implement these tips in order for them to work. My goal with these videos is to always provide you with high value and high content to enable you to be more effective as a leader and mentor. If you like what you saw in this video, be sure to like us and comment on Facebook with the buttons at the top right. And if you're not already on our subscriber list, be sure to give us your name and email so we'll make sure that you don't miss any issues or anything that we release in the future. If you feel like we should be working together because you like the content here and you want to bring a larger discussion for team leads, supervisors, managers, or any leaders in your organization, or perhaps you want even more direct coaching from me, not just from these videos, then go to destinyglobalseminars.com/booktimothy. I hope this was helpful, and I hope we continue to stay connected.